Alright, gonna tie a skunk jig for you today. So in the vise I've got a 1/64 ounce jig head. Sorry if this is shaky, but I'm using my phone to tape it and tying it on a little tray right now. So I got a 1/64 ounce jig head, number 10 hook. I'm just gonna lay thread base down to the barb of the hook, the bend in the shank. I'm gonna clip off. I'm using 60 denier, or sorry, 70 UTC Ultra thread. And we got a few things to tie in here. Tying in, take 2 pieces of this red crystal flash, and just take 2 pieces, cut them off. You want about 1 inch long, so you have enough to work with. You're going to tie a tail in. And then just fold over. So you tie those down, about in the middle, and then you fold them over, so you've got 4 pieces sticking out. We'll leave those for now. We're going to trim them really short in a minute, though. Then next, you take this as, we're using orange. It's ultra chenille, standard size. Using orange. Use whatever color you want. We're going to bring the thread up to almost to the head, not quite. We're going to go ahead and capture this right there, and then bind it down all the way back. Advance your thread a little bit to be able to tie in the next thing. Next, we've got this is a whiting hackle. It's from the Whiting 100 packs. Dry fly saddle hackles. It's a size 12. I use a size 12. I use it on a size 8 or 10 hook, and it works great. Just make sure everything's stroked back. We're going to tie that in. Bring that all the way back. Advance your thread a little, and the last thing we're going to tie in is the body chenille. This particular one is Arkansas Shiner from Crazy Angler Tackle. I use the body as a natural color, and then the stripe as a bright color. So you could tie these in whatever colors you want to, but this is the way I do it. Pull a little fluff off so you've got the cord exposed, and go ahead and tie that down all the way to the bend in the hook, and then bring your thread up to the head. We're going to lay down a little base. I nicked my hook right there, so I want to make sure I've got good thread up here when I go to tie everything in. Alright, first thing we do, take our chenille, our body chenille, and go ahead and just wrap that forward. Nice touching wraps, the way you always wrap a chenille. Whoops, realize my finger's in the way. The way you always wrap a chenille body. Bring that right up to the head of the jig. Go ahead and tie that off. A few wraps. Don't worry about putting too many thread wraps in at the head, because we're going to be making a hot spot collar. That's why we're using an orange thread. Next is the hackle. We're going to spiral that forward, open wraps. Nice spacing. Get one more turn in here, and then catch it with the thread. Make sure that's good and tied in before you clip that free. Let's get in here and clip this. Clip the feather off. Take your orange, ultra chenille, and we're going to pull this down over the back. And you want to kind of wiggle this a bit so that you split the fibers evenly. You don't want to trap too many on one side and too many on the other. Hold it in place with your finger and get a couple wraps on it. Make sure that it's good pull back, get a few wraps in front. We're going to put a bunch of wraps down now. Build up that collar. You could use a heavier thread like a 140. That would work fine too. I'm just using a 70. That's what I've got. Cut the chenille off close. And we'll get a few more wraps down. Really make sure there's a nice prominent hot spot here. Go ahead and make a 5-turn whip finish. And cut your thread. One last thing, come back here to the tail, gather up all your crystal flash. We want this just a little stub tail, just something to attract. So I mean really like a hook gap in length, not very much at all. Cut that off. Give you a close look at it here. Doesn't seem to focus any more than that. So there's a good look at the skunk jig right there. Thanks for watching. Hope it helped you.